You know, standing on this balcony here really sheds light on how far I've gotten into this world already. I've got a cow farm there, a sheep farm there, a chicken farm over there, and then I even made a path experiment with path blocks, which I've never done before. And I was really going to chop these trees down because, because I temporarily placed them down for wood, but they actually don't look too bad here, especially next to the path block. And I can't think of any more words after that. And speaking of words, hello world, this is Mirai and Densetsu, and I'm back again with another Minecraft video. And I've got a little bit of a problem. There we go. I've got all this iron ore and gold ore that I have to smelt. Well, fortunately for me, I can completely ignore these furnaces here and instead place them into my brand new super smelter. Well, it's not really a super smelter, it's more like an automatic smelter. But yeah, this is my super smelter, complete with magic tricks and everything. And what should I do next? Other than just explaining the thing. I've got the right chest here just to load the items. I got the left chest here to load the fuel. There we go. And then the bottom chest here is the output. And perhaps you want to see how this entire thing works. So I am going to go into game mode. Oh, they actually changed it to spectator mode because, yeah, look at this mess. It's redstone hell, as the people at Minecraft, the Minecraft pros would put it. But to give you basic summary of how this works, I even made things easier for you and separated the individual lines by color. So the item input is the red line, represented by red wool. The fuel input is represented by blue wool, and the bottom the item collection line is represented by purple line. There we go. And basically, I'm going to summarize it here. So, as soon as the minecart, unloads from there, as soon as the minecart is sent on its way, it hits this detector rail and changes the track here. So it enters the loop, and then I've got this detector rail comparator combo to measure the items in. So if it has any items still inside of it, it remains inside it changes its track here and remains inside of the loop until it completely runs out of items. I've got the exact same system down here with the fuel, and then with the hopper minecart, it's more basic in comparison. I've got the minecart running through this loop in counterclockwise form. It hits the detector rail here it runs around here once, it hits this detector rail and is sent here to the item unloading system here. And then it deposits the item, and then it re-enters the loop again, rinse and repeat. And when this last furnace here I've got this last furnace here, there's only 10 in total because this thing runs in a counterclockwise fashion. And the minecart's still going. And so when this furnace activates, it powers this piston, and the piston receives a one-tick pulse, so it leaves this redstone dust here, and then it enters a comparator clock, comparator delay. And then this is what actually is able to send the minecart on its way, because normally when this thing isn't in use, I actually have this torch combo here. Let's see. Yeah, 3 torch. It's a 4 torch combo. So the last torch here is inactive. So the hopper minecart actually stays here when the thing is not in use, as to reduce lag. But with this comparator clock, the redstone block here, it powers this bottom one, and then it allows the hopper minecart to be sent on its way. And the comparator timer here is just an extra delay to make sure the hopper minecart picks up everything from these furnaces here, and it doesn't leave anything behind. So, anything else I need to explain? I think that's actually it. Let's see how well the items are actually smelting. Oh yeah, they're actually coming in pretty hot. And hopefully when I get back to this, everything will be loaded exactly as it was loaded into the system. So yeah, other things that I've done. Well, I put a roof on the thing. Oh yeah, and speaking of building stuff, I actually terraformed the entire land here, so that this what I'm standing on right now below me is a smelter that you just saw, and yeah, I've still got lots of saplings here for when I was planning to chop down the trees, but now I think I'm actually going to keep them because, yeah, this actually looks quite nice. And then the chicken farm is actually full at the moment, so yeah, I just got over a stack of eggs right there, and we might as well get some other chickens populating the area while we're at it. And I don't think any chickens swarmed from that entire thing. Oh yeah, and in case I didn't explain to you earlier, the dogs were a little busy. Yeah, someone must have come down here with some spare rotten flesh and decided to breed them up. So yeah, I'm not sure what I really am going to do with all these dogs. I might use them for a skeleton farm possibly, but yeah, and the path block here, I never really experimented with path blocks, and what I did is that since I didn't want to waste durability on my good shovel, I just simply made some stone shovels and used that to carve the path instead. And and another thing that I've made, I've got a complete set of diamond armor for when I eventually want to take on the Wither. So that's really nice to have. And speaking of things related to the Nether, today I actually wanted to go to the Nether and actually find a Nether fortress and get some good stuff. So I think, let's see, am I completely prepared? I don't want to lose my good fortune pick. So tools and armor. I guess I could just put that there, and we don't really need an axe. We don't really need a shovel. I guess I can bring the shovel just in case, and then the food. Let's see, food. Yeah, I've gotten quite a bit of apples from chopping down the trees, and I've got all this food here. And by the way, I also removed the wheat and the sugarcane farms here because I want to eventually relocate them underground. Yeah, let's see. I think I want to kill some more cows and smelt up and cook up their food. Might be another good test for the smelter. See how much food it can put. See how much items it can load. There we go. So I am going to get that loaded, and I'll meet you back in a bit. Good news, everyone! As I was getting ready to put the beef into the smelter, I checked on the items, and then it actually smelted everything and put everything in this chest exactly as it was. Numbers here exactly matched the ore that I put in the system, and I put the steak in here and exact same results. So this system works without any flaws whatsoever. It works flawlessly. That's a better way of putting it. And now that I got my food already here, I am going to go to the Nether to find that Nether fortress, which I think I found in that scrap second episode I got. So let's see, anything else I need to explain? Yeah, this was just another quartz vein I mined to use for that observer and the comparators there. And that down there is actually just an area that I dug down to get some magma blocks. So what I'm thinking here is that I might just make this post commentary and summarize my experiences with it. And yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So I'll find that nether fortress first, and then I'll meet you later. Alright, so we're here at this nether fortress, and I'm just marking the coordinates here for the video, so I know exactly where it is when I eventually go back to it. And immediately we find some nether wart, which will obviously be useful for breeding potions. And then I start harvesting with my hand, but then later I realize, oh wait, I have an efficiency 5 shovel, I should use that instead. And this place is that I found a chest, and then I decided to pick up the chest, and this is where I realized I made a huge mistake for leaving my axe at home, because now the chests are painfully slow to break down and collect. And obviously there's lots of chests in this nether fortress, which is, I guess, okay, but they didn't really have anything too valuable in them. Yeah, and the third one right here, yep, this is where I regretted not having the axe, and this is a dead end. And then this portion here, I find this random lava patch in the ceiling, so I decided to chop down the high-resistant netherrack block to block it off. And yeah, in this section is where this is actually on the path to where I found my first blaze farm. There's nothing really down this path per se, and it just an overlook to over there. And yeah, down here, and I believe to the left, is where I found my first blaze farm, and it's conveniently right next to some glowstone, so no blazes actually spawn. So that's kind of bad when you actually want to kill them for blaze rods. And yeah, I'm actually staying here for quite a while, and oh, guess the video kind of paused there for a moment, at least in the editing side. And oh yeah, in case you see me, and now you're seeing me jumping as I'm running, constantly doing run jumps. That's actually faster than just flat out running. I do that because it's faster than running, and I have the food to offset it. And over here I found my first magma cube, and more importantly, my first wither skeleton right behind it. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't drop a head, but at least I got a magma cream out off the magma cube. And the video, yeah, you might not be seeing it in the actual video, but the video is kind of pausing for me in the editor, in VSCC video editor. I'm afraid that might actually have the audio out of sync. And then after that encounter, I go up here, and then aha, my first blaze that I actually kill. And there was an actual lag spike in there, and I got my first blaze rod, and now I can make the brewing stand. And there's the second blaze farm, and I'm marking the coordinates here, so I know exactly where that is. And I believe, and I'm cut here to where I do the same for the first one I found with the glowstone near it. So it's, yeah. So I'm not entirely sure if these blaze farms are actually close enough to each other's to actually be a dual blaze farm, but here I actually found out there's a back entrance to where I came in, and there's another chest here, and then I believe after this chest, after I break it, is a complete dead end. Yeah, it's a dead end. So I believe at this point I just pack my bags and go home. Or actually no, wait a minute. There's another back entrance here, but behind the nether wart, and it's another dead end. Convenient. Yeah, so I think I want to go back here to see if those blaze farms really are close enough to each other to be a dual blaze farm. If so, awesome. If not, then well, at least I can make a single blaze farm. Though that's not going to be nearly as efficient. And what am I doing here? I go back here for the and that's it. And here I see a gas on my way home, and it gets obliterated when I set its gas ball back here, but back into its face. But then there's this one, and for some reason I cannot knock the gas ball back headed for my life. I mean the first one didn't really didn't really drop anything, so that's why I cut that part out, where I decided to go where it is and search for its drops. But here I am, just trying to aim the gas ball back at the damn thing, and I'm like, why can't I shoot back at him? Well, what I mean is, when I'm wondering, why the hell can't I knock its gas ball back into it? Because I didn't really feel like using my bow, because that wasn't as cool. But you know what's also not as cool? Taking forever to knock the gas ball back at him, especially when it's right in your face, right in my face, and I can't even. There we go. We finally kill that bastard, and it doesn't even drop a fucking gas tier. Not even gunpowder. That's just wrong. That's just wrong on so many levels. In fact, there's a moment where I just rage here, like, "Ugh!" Yeah, as I go back into here, and yeah, this concludes our post-commentary nether trip, so I guess I'll see you back when on the other side. So the contents of this chest contain everything I got from my nether adventure, from the treasures in the fortress to just bits that I picked up from gas ball explosions. Yeah, and to be honest, it's rather disappointing. I only got 4 blaze rods out of that. I got a bunch of useless gold swords and golden chest plates. I got 6 dimes out of it, 15 ingots of gold and 16 ingots of iron. And I got this horse armor right here, and 4 obsidian, 3 spare flint and steels, 2 saddles, a coal, a piece of coal, the 40 soul sand, 63 nether wart, one nether rack block, 1 map cream, and 10 chests, not including the one I just placed here. So yeah, not the best, but it's passable, and this means I could finally start brewing. So you know what, I should actually use this chest to set up something here. Oh yeah, and I might as well get my axe back while I'm here. There we go, and there we go. So this chest will be brewing supplies, so got that and that, and right there, and then this chest I don't know what to do with. And I guess I might as well put the armor here with the rest of it stuff, and the materials go where the materials go. And yeah, I think everything's set here, so I'll think of what to do next, and I'll meet you back. Well, I guess since it's right outside my backyard, I might as well start harvesting this dark oak from this this roofed forest here. So yeah, and I think I'll use this to smelt it into charcoal for the system. So I guess I'll meet you back. Okay, so just after chopping down 6 or 7 of those trees, we got almost 4 stacks of wood. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the auto smelter, and this should be more than enough charcoal to keep the thing going. Well, I guess since it's here, I might as well update you on the materials situation. So we got over a stack of iron blocks again, which is good, which is nice, and then we got 10 blocks of gold here and 34 diamonds. And yeah, I also got, nothing really changed there, but over there I decided to harvest some of the stray leaves that were there, that were left behind from to chop down trees, but basically chop down trees where they were close to each other, so some of the leaves didn't despawn because they were close to a block. Yeah, I decided to harvest some of those with shears, and I got over 3 stacks of the stuff. This might be useful for when I eventually get to that underwater base idea, if I get to it, of course. And it's bedtime. So yeah, what else? I decided to plant some of the. Yeah, this one already grew, and that one already grew. Wow. I decided to plant half of the saplings for the dark oak trees, and the trees both grew. So that's nice. And yeah, I don't really know what to do next. If you see, oh, and by the way, if you see any stray chickens laying around here, I just threw some eggs, some of the surplus eggs in the air. Yeah, that's your explanation for that. So I guess I might as well talk to you about the 3 types of hell. Well, first off, there's the actual hell that we went through, the nether. Then there was the redstone hell that was the smelter system, and then there was the development hell, as you could say, of me not uploading videos for a week again. So what about that? I just pressed the wrong button. So what's about that? What's the deal with that? I guess it's just me not being really motivated to speak because, yeah, I don't really speak that well, and I can't really talk live either. And yes, see, with my constant pausing, I can't really think of anything to say. So I guess now I really run out of ideas for what I want to do today. I might, well, actually that's kind of a lie because I do have plans for the farms underneath, as I said, and fighting the wither and stuff, but I'm not really in the mood to do that today, I don't think. So unless I have something else extra planned for you, I guess that's gonna have to do it for this episode. So if you enjoyed it regardless of my writer's blocks, then yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Bye.